फायर है, इसको आप जमा के लेके जाते हैं।
अगर मेरे को इसको उल्टा करना है लड़की को तो मैं कैसे लेके जाती हूँ?
घुमाना ही पड़ेगा, ये पूरा नीचे नहीं होगा मैडम,
नहीं होगा,
पूरा नीचे नहीं होगा, इससे अगर नीचे नहीं करना टूट जाएगा।
ये तो मैं इसको घुमा के इसको नीचे कर, अच्छा मैं कर दूँगी, ठीक है, नो इश्यूज। आप इसका लिंक
वही लिंक है,
सेम लिंक।
स्टार्ट है मैडम ऑलरेडी।
ओके
सर स्टार्ट है।
Okay. Good morning, friends. On the day of yoga, that is 21st June. On the day of yoga, that is 21st June. I want to wish you all a very happy yoga day. This is our 10th yoga day, and we want that we should be more and more. Before starting my session, I would like to talk about something about yoga. The very basic thing is people don't know the word is yoga or the word is yoga. The word is yoga, not yoga. It has been time we've seen people are using yoga because of the international influences, but the word is yoga. Now coming down to the meaning of word yoga, let's try to understand what is the meaning of word yoga. If you take the meaning of the word yoga, it's a Hindi word. It comes from a Sanskrit dhatu, which means yog means to add. Add means jodna, milna, unite or bind. Now the question arises, we are not doing maths, but we are doing yoga. So what are we uniting? What are we binding? What are we actually adding? If we are adding, we at least need two things. For example, if you're making some liquid chikanji or some lemon water, we need to at least have two things. Same for you. If you are adding something, the question arises, what are we adding? Now, the addition is my soul, the one who is doing yoga. So my soul into the supreme soul, that is the soul of the Lord. Because we all know that this body it's not going to be there. There will be a day that we will die, and this body is going to end. So what will pass on? The pass on thing will be our soul. So now the word yoga means adding my soul to the supreme soul. We all know that we all have three components. It's mind, it's my body, and it's soul. So mind and body will be over after some time when we die, but our soul will pass on. Now coming down to yoga, let's try to understand what does yoga do and what the other activities don't do. Let's take a simple definition of World Health Organization. That is, they define health as something which is social, mental, physical, psychological, and emotional well-being, and just not merely in absence of disease. A person who is healthy has all these qualities. So, what WHO defines is something which is there in yoga. So, yoga takes care of all these parameters, and yoga is the only exercise, or I would say the only thing that takes care of these all parameters: your social parameter, your physical parameter, your mental parameter, your psychological parameter, your emotional parameter, and your social parameter. So coming down to yoga, a little bit of more introduction. Yoga, now we are trying to understand who is the founder of yoga. So I would say that all you must be knowing the founder of yoga is Lord Shiv, Bhagwan Shiv, Adi Yoga. He was the one who was the founder of yoga. There has been a lot of interesting stories on Lord Shiv and Lord Parvati, which we'll take up later. But if we have seen Lord Shiv's photo in Nataraj, so that is where we come to be Nataraj Asana. Now, let's talk about asana. What is an asana? Right now, I'm sitting, that's also an asana. When we are sitting, that's also an asana. So, If we talk about simple about asanas, asana is something which is Thiram Sukham Asana, meaning in position where you are still, you are steady, and you are happy. So be it be any asana. If you are not comfortable, it is you are not comfortable in an asana. So a small guess that this has to be an interactive session. I'm trying to make you understand that how many asanas do we have. So we have about 84 lakh asanas. So this 84 lakhs comes, now the question arises, where does this 84 lakh thing comes from? 84 lakh means that we have 84 lakh species on the earth. And on that, we have 84 lakhs asana. For example, we have tree, a living species, that means a tree pose. Any of the animal, if you talk about, like for Bojang, that is a cobra pose. So on and so forth. Coming down to yoga, there's a very interesting thing I want to tell you. We all have veins in our body. Now the question arises, which we call in Hindi nadis. How many nadis do we have? So it is calculated to be 72,864 nadis or veins available in the body. So now coming down to yoga, let's not take yoga as an exercise. Yoga is in our lifestyle. जो हिंदी में कहा जाता है जीवन जीने की कला. तो जीवन जीने की कला, it comes to everything boils down to your physical, your mental, your psychological, your emotional. Now, let's coming down to our topic, that is yoga for women empowerment. We all know that women are the most important part of our society. Be it be a mother, your sister, be it be your friend, be it be your wife. So if the women of the country are not empowered, if the women of the country are not as per, they are not healthy, of course, the country will fall or lag behind. As we know, a lot of our other nations' prime ministers, or even our late Indira Gandhi has been one of our prime ministers in India. So women are the most important part of the family. They are the nurturers, they are the caretakers, and they are the ones who have to bring the generation ahead. So if women are empowered and if their health has been taken care of, you see that health and social development of families happen, communities happen, and even countries that happen. So coming down to the women empowerment, if there are 5 pillars of women empowerment. Those are education, health, security, finances, and emotional health. So one has to improve on these parameters, and improving also means that the women empowers and gets the strength, they balance, they have good flexibility. So basically, yoga inspires all and teaches us self through self. In the session, I would be taking some of the asanas, which is very helpful, not only for women, but generally also. But now, as the session is for yoga empowerment, so I will be only taking some of the asanas, especially for women, because of the time they feel uncomfortable, or they are not comfortable, or they want to improve their health. So basically, starting with women problems, as we see, a lot of women face a lot of hormonal imbalances. Talking about hormonal imbalances, PCOS, PCOD, and thyroid problems. These are some of the very common problems that we see in women. So how do we deal with that? That is our question. They are the important vital part of the need right now. Talking about and not leaving behind that the pregnant women is also the pregnant ladies is also a boon, because they are giving life to a new human being. So it is very important that we take care of all the women in our society. And being a yoga teacher, I would suggest that all the women should at least take out time for themselves, at least for half an hour, to exercise, to do anything they like, to actually do things which feels good for them. So in our country, we have seen the women are really busy. They don't have time. They are so busy in their children, their families, even their parents also, and even their husband. So where is the time? So the women basically lag behind because of all this. The health problems that women face are more. As I discuss about some of the health problems, like for hormonal imbalances, due to which we have hair loss, the skin are also becoming dry. Our mood swings are a lot, and during our menstruations, the women are not comfortable. They get so much of pain that they are not able to bear. At certain times, the women go for some medicines also. So, as a personal yoga teacher, I advise not to go for any medicines during menstruation, because if we hamper the natural process, it actually hampers in coming of the age when we get pregnant. It actually hinders the body. So coming down to some of the nice poses which me and my student will do, I will be showing you some of the very easy and very challenging poses which will actually bring good changes among women. And I would suggest even children and the whole family can do it together. I will not be going on very different their cons, their benefits, who should do it, who should not do it. Just before starting, yoga is something which is not done during menstruation. So this is one of the very precautionary thing we need to take care of. Yoga is never done if our stomach is full. Yoga is only done during the morning when our bowel is clear, or in the evening when the food is properly digested for at least 2.5 hours to 3 hours. So you need to be very careful with your timings. Second thing, you should be careful with your clothing, because one should not be wearing such certain clothes with charge, for example, synthetic clothes. So during yoga, the clothes get charged and you will not be comfortable. Third very important thing, the yoga should not be done in a closed room. The room should be airy. And fourth thing, yoga should never be done on the beds. People have this tendency of doing yoga on the beds, which is absolutely very wrong for our spine. So yoga should be done on a mat, on a floor, on a nice floor. One can always go to a nice park, any nice lounge or somewhere where they have these studios where they have yoga practices. So, and one of the very last important thing I would say, if you start any of the yoga session, this is not only for ladies, this is for everybody. If you start any of the yoga sessions, you should always have a guided mentor or a teacher or an instructor or a coach with you. Because at times we tend to do certain asanas or certain positions which become very unbearable and it becomes very uncomfortable later, because we try to develop certain problems related to those. So always we do yoga under an expert guidance, and you should do yoga till you are comfortable. So it should not be something like, if I'm comfortable in stretching just like half, I should just go half. It should not be that if my body is allowing me to stretch 90 degrees, I will be stretching 90 degrees. That's not the yoga. Yoga is always comfortable. You should always do yoga when you are actually comfortable from your heart, from your mind. Getting back to yoga, let's just take care of small things before we start our session on the asanas. The very important fact of yoga is also food. जैसे हिंदी में कहा जाता है, जैसा अन्न वैसा मन. Whatever we eat is how we become. So categorizing onto that, yoga gives 3 food components. One is your sattvic food, other is your tamasic food, and of course the rajasic food. So I'll just give you a small short way of sattvic food. The food which is freshly cooked vegetables and prepared in pure desi ghee is sattvic food. Food, the second category is obviously Rajasic food. So Rajasic food is something to do with Rajas. As we know, the society was divided amongst 4 categories: the Brahmins, the Rajas, the kings, the Vaishyas, and Shudras. So Rajasic food, the words come from the Rajas. So this food is basically of lot of spices, lot of it's like all components are sweet, sour, and everything. The last thing comes the tamasic food, which we all consume. That is the stale, or in Hindi we say basa khana. The one food which is kept inside the fridge for so many days, and we tend to eat and consume it over and over again by reheating. So, to avoid that, always prepare food when you are hungry and you want to eat it, and you eat the whole food rather than putting into a fridge and allow microbacteria to grow. You should always prepare food which is fresh and which is purely, and the vegetables or the fruits which are available uh, on this in the season. Okay. Last thing, generally, we say that our ahar and our vichar, meaning food and thinking, go together. So, whatever we eat, our thinking becomes the same. So, I would suggest the women, especially, should have good food, a whole portion, a balanced diet containing of vitamins, proteins, carbs, and on all the vital minerals, because if we what we are eating is what we are becoming. So it is very important that women should always go having good, not only serving their families the fresh food, should themselves also have fresh food. Now I just take you to a small session on yoga. Here I would be discussing about some of the asanas, and before I start, the first asana which I will be taking would be Bhujangasana. So as the name suggests, this is Bhujang. Bhujang means cobra. So let's get into the position. Just lie on your stomach, hands on the side of chest, feet together, and you should be always relaxed when you're doing your yoga sessions. Breathe in, lift your chest, little bit, till the navel meaning navi, and normal breathing. Try to look up in the center of your eyebrows. This is a perfect asana for people having menstrual problems, anything to do with thyroid, your chest, stretching of the chest, and the thoracic region, as we can see. This is a very good asana for respiratory problems as well. Thank you. You can relax. Let's go to the next asana, that is Asana. Can we get into the position? As you can see, the girl has held her ankles and she will slowly lift her pelvic. Stay. This is a very simple asana. It is very good for your stretching of pelvic muscles. During menstruations, and we see at PCO and PCOS that we get a lot of problems. So this asana is recommended for the same. Just stay in this position as you are comfortable. Stay. Stay. And slowly come down. Legs. Open your legs and relax. Coming now to another simple pose. I will say pushed. Now we have to guess what is the meaning of pushed. Pushed means camel pose. So in this position, we actually don't become a camel, but it's a position of a camel pose. Hands in the front. Now slowly, one by one, go back. Relax. And this is a very good asana. If you can see, the whole your whole energy comes onto the throat. Obviously, the back muscles are stretching, your hands are stretching, your pelvic muscles are stretching. But a very good asana for thyroid problems. People with thyroid problem, it's a very good asana. Just stay in for 5 seconds. Whenever you are in an asana, I just want to tell you, whenever you are in an asana, you should always try to stay in that pose for some time, as till you are comfortable. It actually gives you much more benefit. Slowly bringing one hand in front, other hand in the front, stretch in the front, head down, relax. From here only, we will take the third pose, that is the Shashankasana. As you can see, Shashank means rabbit. So she has opened the legs and gone down, and her back muscles are very nicely stretched. This is a very good pose, and it's a very easy pose for women who have any problems in any of the limbs. They can always perform this asana. It's very good for even for relaxation. Let's stay in this asana for 10 seconds. Stay. Stay. Relax. Slowly come up. Let's get into the next pose, that is butterfly or Bhadrakonasana. Slowly your legs together. You can always put your hands either on your knees, or you can put on your feet till you are comfortable. Normal breathing, eyes closed. Yes, you can always shape your legs for some stretchability. As you can see, there is a lot of stretch on her pelvic muscle. Relax, eyes closed. Let's stay. Stay. Relax. This actually really calms your brain. It actually calms your central nervous system. It actually stretches your hip, neck, spine. Now moving on to the next asana, we will be going for Madhasana. For that, please see the position. This is a Madhasana. This asana really helps in reducing the backache, and it also stretches your hip, neck, spine, and chest. It calms the mind, reduces fatigue, anxiety, insomnia. Very good for females dealing with menopause. Relax. Slowly sit down on the back. Lie on the back. Now the question comes, we cannot forget that there are women in the society who are pregnant as well. So what are the asanas for pregnant women? So for pregnant women, one can go for asanas like Vipreet Karni. So in Vipreet Karni, one can be comfortable and should do it till the pregnant women can. Slowly put your hands on the side, palms facing downward, and slowly lift your legs. More. Yes. This is the position of 90 degree, where the body becomes like an L. This is a very simple pose and very good pose for pregnant women. You can stay in this asana or in this pose till you are comfortable. Slowly goes down and relax. Normal breathing, and breathing is the most important part of my life.
Let's move on to the next asana, that is Veerbhadrasana. As the name suggests, Veer meaning the powerful man, or I would say the powerful women in our case, the empowered women in our case. Slowly the leg in the front, a nice stretch for the whole leg, nice stretch for the whole body, to the hands, legs, arms, and chest. This asana really helps in reducing, calms the brain, calms the central nervous system. It is good for legs. Any problems with calf muscles, this is very good for your calf muscles. Slowly come back. And one thing I would suggest here as a yoga instructor, as a yoga teacher, that if you are doing any asana with one side, you should always perform with the other side as well. Let's do it on the other side, on the other leg. Yes, very good. Relax. Normal breathing and relax. Let's coming down to the simple position and two of our last pranayams I would suggest. Sit comfortable in any pose. Either that can be a sukhasana, which she is sitting in, or padmasana. Please show padmasana. Or what I like is Vajrasana. Can you please show Vajrasana to our audience? This is the best pose for digestion, but it is a very good pose for doing our pranayams. So either of these three, one can always choose any of these three sitting positions for our pranayam. Okay. So she has chosen Vajrasana now for pranayam. I will start with a simple pranayam, that is Brahmini pranayam. Brahmini means a bead which goes around the floor humming. So in Brahmini pranayam, it is very good for your concentration, fatigue. It releases anxiety and very good for insomnia. Put your hands on your face, thumb closing your ears, breathe in, and Brahmini pranayam is taking out sound of a bead, which is like relax. Let's get to the second round. Hands will go at least 2 more rounds. Breathe in. Start. Breathe in. Relax. One last round. Hands should be back in the same position. Last round. Breathe in. Elbow straight. Relax. Come back. Very nice. Last is our let's take Sukhasana for the next one. We will be going a little longer. It is called Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shoulder Pranayam. As I discussed in the beginning, that we have 72,864 nadis in our body. So how do we keep all these nadis and bring our body ready for a pranayam? So this is the pranayam, Nadi Shoulder Pranayam, or it is called Anulom Vilom Pranayam. It's a very comfortable pranayam. Any person can perform, and it is so simple that one can do even sitting casually also in the park also. So for that, we will be taking our 2 fingers. Yeah. So it's like a cup. We take a cup. Yes. Now let's close the left nostril. Breathe in through right. Lampa Shwas. नाभि तक जाना हुआ, going till the navel. Hold, close both the nostrils. Hold. So the most important part in Anulom Vilom Pranayama is holding. जितना समय आप सांस लेने में लगे उतना समय होल्डिंग और उतना समय हमें छोड़ने में. Breathe out. Relax. Now, with the same nostril, breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Relax. So this is the one ground for Nadi Shoulder Pranayama. It cleans and clears all our 72,864 nadis. It is a very good asana for headache. It actually reduces your fatigue, anxiety, and insomnia. Relax. Now, before I end my session, a very favorite asana of everybody is Shavasana. Shav meaning the dead body. Then get it to a Shavasana. Feet apart, little bit. Yes, relax. Just normal breathing. Your concentration, everything is on your body. Slowly bringing all the tension, all the out of your body. Relaxing your body. Breathing normal. Making your body absolutely light like air. And as much as you want to do Shavasana, I know after this session, you can always do Shavasana after doing all your yoga and yogic practices. So, if you're doing Shavasana, your body, your mind is totally relaxed, you are calm, you are composed, and you are totally relaxed.
I thank my fellow student Rehana for performing such beautiful asanas. I hope you all liked it. And I just want to tell you that if you're performing yoga on a yoga day, that would be a very nice thing to do. And not only that, yoga is the only thing which I told you helps reduce all your tensions, your anxieties. And talking about women empowerment, I think women are the most important part of our society, so they should always do yoga. So just before ending my session, I just like to take two of the questions from my fellow students here, sitting here. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Raya, class 11C, and I have a question कि periods time पे हमें योगा करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए, और अगर करना चाहिए तो कौन से आसन्स होते हैं जो करना चाहिए?
Very nice question. I know everybody has these questions because we female always go through menstruations. So as I told you in the beginning, yoga is never done when you are under menstruation. Yoga is always done before or after. Because during menstruation, we need total, complete rest. So one should never perform yoga during menstruation. So one should always do yogic exercise before our menstruation for at least till you are under menstruation for 2 to 5 days. You should not perform yoga. You should not do any of the exercise, I would say, anything related to your stomach or anything which actually stretches a lot of body. So yoga is always done in a very calm and a very composed way. Okay? Any more questions?
So I wanted to.
What's your name?
My name is Rehana. I am a
Class?
student of Kendriya Vidyalaya, class 12th B. I wanted to ask that what are the career options we can opt for in yogic field?
Okay, that's a very nice question again. Yoga is the most, I would say, the upcoming career. Rather, I would say I myself was never a yoga person. I started my journey from an IIM student. So, coming on to yogic fields, women can always use yoga as their daily lifestyle practice. But coming down to the careers, you can always choose your careers in yoga in terms of doing exercises in any of. You can always go in gym because in gym we have yoga as one of the session like Pilates and other activities or Zumba. So yoga is one of the career. Second, we can always be a yoga teacher. And now people like to take a lot of corporate sessions as well in yoga, which I have also myself done. And second thing, third thing, what we can put a light onto that yoga is something any profession can do. Because when you're doing yoga, the energies always comes to you, and the energies never goes out. So even our women cricketers, our women celebrities, they're all doing yoga and they're benefiting from yoga. So more career options in yoga would be a nice yoga teacher for in schools or in gym, or you can always be a personal trainer teaching one-to-one yoga. You can go have your own studio also that you can take some land and have your studio. And you can always go to the females who cannot come to you, can go to their house and teach yoga as a personal trainer because nowadays people like that they come and have personal training in yoga. So, and obviously, you can be always a personal trainer for any of your favorite celebrities, and your favorite cricketers. So, they are all doing yoga. So, yoga is a vast career, and I am very happy that yoga has been taken by internationally also. As you see, a lot of countries like yoga is now the most prevalent in Australia, US, UK. So people are taking our yoga teachers from India for teaching them yoga. So there are a lot of career options, not only in India but abroad as well. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So before ending the session, I just want to repeat just two lines for women that you are the most important part of our society, and you should take care of yourself as much as you take care of your children, your family, and obviously, if you are being taken care of, you will always be you always will be happy. Your financial will be taken care of. Your health will be taken care of, and you will be having a kind of strength in yourself if you're performing yoga. Because if women is healthy, not only the families are healthy, not only the communities are healthy, the country is also healthy. So wish you all a happy yoga day, and much more yoga coming, and much more yoga to do yourself. Thank you.